Excuse me, I'm feeding my beard, okay? Excuse me, I am feeding, I will regenerate my beard. Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Animated Players mod for Minecraft 1.5.2. And this mod review is going to be the first in a string of mod reviews that I plan on doing on my channel from now on. And the way I plan on doing this is, well, I'm probably going to be doing about like 50% survival type stuff, 25% multiplayer type stuff, and then 25% mod reviews or so. And the mod reviews that I plan on doing are going to be, for the most part, requested by you guys. So if you all have any suggestions for mods that you want me to review, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I want to hear your suggestions loud and clear. And the only thing that I do ask is that you don't suggest me to review things that would take a super duper long time to review, like the Divine RPG mod. I might briefly touch on things like, there's various different building modification mods that are out there. The ones that come to mind are Tekken and Feed the Beast is the main one that I was actually thinking of. I might touch on those, but I wouldn't do like super duper full in-depth mod reviews on them or anything like that. But anyways, moving on here, I want to hear your suggestions loud and clear in the comment section down below. So on to the Animated Players mod. Basically what this mod does is it changes up a couple of things involving your character's facial expression. It gives your character's eyes and stuff, and it also, you know, as this mod, the mod name suggests, it changes up the animations of the players. Now this is different from the Smart Movement mod in that it doesn't actually change the way that you move or anything like that. It doesn't, you know, involve a grab button and anything like that, but it just implements some new animations which are quite cool. And the animations are multiplayer compatible, which is where I believe the main draw of this mod is going to come from. So anyways, before I get into the modified animations, let me go ahead and let me hit F5 here. There was some changes that were made to facial expressions and whatnot, where you can get eyebrows and eyes and stuff like that, and also a mouth. And as you move along like this, it moves with you and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that doesn't really work on my character's skin, and it doesn't work on a lot of character skins. If there is a way to actually change the positioning of eyes and mouth and whatnot, then I would be more than happy to touch up on that in on a later date. But as far as I could see, there was no way to actually change where the eyes and the mouth are. So, yeah, there is that. If you guys want to check up on that, the forum thread will be in the description below. But another cool thing that it does, which does work really quite well with my character's skin, it's a little bit hard to see, but if I go ahead and I Optifine zoom in here, you can see that what a lot of people call the toupee on my character's skin, it's actually side spiky hair based off of RuneScape, the RuneScape side spiky hairstyle on RuneScape, but it doesn't really translate well in Minecraft the way I have it. But anyways, I probably could do something about that though. That would be cool. But anyways, you can kind of see that the hair itself connects with the head. So it no longer does it kind of float in midair there. You can really see my character's eyes are staring into your eyes. Stare into my eyes! Anyways, yeah, you can see that the hair itself connects with the lower part of the head, and it looks really quite cool in my personal opinion, and it should wind up looking really pretty cool on most heads, unless your head is doing some kind of optical illusion thing, in which case it may not. But anyways, so the animations that this mod changes are walking, running, swimming, sneaking, riding, bow aiming, blocking, sleeping, climbing, hitting, eating, and drinking. I'm going to show you guys all of these, and then I'm going to go onto a multiplayer server where you can see people run around like lunatics, and you can see, you know, how the various animations change on multiplayer. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's get started here. So walking and running are pretty much what you would expect. If I go ahead and I go into F5 mode here, and before I get started, actually, capes are currently backwards. It's a noted bug with the mod. But if I go ahead and I walk around here in F5 mode, you can see, you know, just walking around plainly, you can see that the arms and the knees are bending, and it is really quite cool. Yeah, if I go ahead and I go into F5 mode here, you can see it from the front side. And then if I start running here, you can see that running just kind of does it just to a little bit more of a degree. And jumping was also changed as well, so you can see his arms flail a little bit here. If I actually go ahead and I fly, there isn't a specific flying animation, which I think would be cool, but falling and jumping are pretty much the same thing. So yeah, as you can see here, that's how that works. If I go ahead and I take a swim into the water here, bam, you can see swimming has its own animation, and it is really quite fluid. If I go ahead and I just kind of swim around here, as you can see, yeah, it is really quite awesome. And I'll go ahead and I'll try and swim on the surface here just to see if there is anything. Let's see here. Yep, so swimming on the surface is kind of like this. There isn't any specific surface swimming thing or anything like that. So now let me go ahead and let me show you guys sneaking here. So if I go ahead and I start sneaking around, oh man, there's a cow over there. There's a cow. I gotta get the cow. Gotta get the cow. Gotta get that cow. Gotta get the cow. So I'm sneaking around right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this cow here. And yeah. Actually, I should probably be in regular. There we go. Cow, you're gonna die. Cow, you're gonna die. Cow, you're gonna die. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And the blocking as well has changed. So this is what blocking does. If I sneak and I block, it does some really funky stuff, as you can see here. My head just kind of points up. But anyways, so blocking itself kind of has a change. You can see the sword goes more at like, the hip level. And I'm just kind of standing there with a, kind of slightly in sneak mode, but not quite. So yeah, that's how that works. So let's go ahead and let me set the time to day here. Time set day. And let's go ahead and let's ride a pig now. So pig riding is kind of what you would expect, as far as this mod can go. If you go ahead and you ride here, you can see that actually let's see, is this going to work? Yeah, okay. So you can see his legs kind of go off to each side there, and then his arms are kind of positioned. I guess he can glitch around a little bit, but let's go ahead and let's do this in regular F5 mode. There we go. It is working quite well. So yeah, that is how this works. And now I'm gonna kill a piggy. Piggy, you need to die. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get these out of my inventory here. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is bow aiming. And this one I'll do in creative mode because you get infinite arrows. So yeah, we'll stop right here. There's a target. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. I don't have the... why do I have 64 stone slabs? That's weird. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's spawn another cow or something like that. Let's do this. Cow. Okay. Now we need to so carefully aim at the cow here. Yeah, even though F5 mode is what shows it, you can see here that it actually shows the bow in front of you as it's being aimed. And wow. Oh, I actually hit the cow both times. I would assume that the cow would have been smart and ran out of the way. But anyways, so you can see that the arm kind of bends a little bit as the arrow is being pulled, which is really quite cool and stuff. And yeah, that is bow aiming in a nutshell. And I've shown you guys blocking. So sleeping is something that I actually can't show you. Obviously, I mean, yes, it is daytime, but if I were to turn it to nighttime, you can't actually get an F3 look on you sleeping in a bed. So if you guys want to check that out, you're just going to have to install the mod yourselves and play with someone else in multiplayer. So yeah, and another thing too is that the other people on the other end don't have to have the mod installed in order for you to see their modified animations, because again, this is an aesthetic only mod, so that it doesn't require like each user to have it installed or anything like that. So climbing has gotten a bit of a change. This is again more of what you would expect. The legs and the arms just kind of move as if you are moving up a ladder, and it also happens if you're going down the ladder as well here, as you can see. Bam. That is ladder climbing in a nutshell. Another thing that has changed as well is hitting. If I go ahead and I hit here, you can really just kind of see what's going on, like bang, bang, bang. His arm kind of goes in front of him, which is a little weird, but it does wind up working. Let me go ahead and let me put on like a pickaxe or something, even though it doesn't matter for the sand I'm hitting. But as you can see, yeah, that's how that works. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Anyways, all right, so eating and drinking are the last two things that have changed with this mod. Let me go ahead and let me go into game mode 0 here, and I will eat this golden apple. I will eat it. I will eat this cheese apple, this golden apple, this golden cheese apple of awesomeness. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 I want more, nom, 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 nom. Yeah, so as you can see, the head does a little bobbing thing, and the arm kind of goes in front of him and stuff, and it is awesome. And the potion of regeneration here, or any potion for that matter, any drinking that you do in the game, will just be met like this. I am feeding my beard. Excuse me, I'm feeding my beard. Okay, excuse me, I am feeding. I will regenerate my beard. Yeah, I'm regenerating my beard. So that's a thing now. Yeah, I hope to use that in as many cases as I can in a video, because I need to regenerate my beard. Yeah. Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's go into multiplayer now, where I'll show you guys other people doing the animations as well. Let's go ahead and let's just do this very quickly. Hop into this server, and people are going to be freaking out here because I am actually on my primary account. There are a few instances where it is going to look like people are kind of floating, like jumping. Well, actually, yeah, the mod for the most part does work properly. I was going to review this mod a few months ago, or like a month or two ago, but everyone was floating no matter what, and it kind of didn't look right. But now, as you can see, like this guy's like sneaking a whole bunch. He's just like sneaking and walking, and it looks right. It just looks proper, you know. It feels very Minecrafty. So yeah, I'm gonna tell all these people at the spawn reviewing a mod, come join in. And yeah, we're just going to kind of run around here like lunatics, and we're just going to have fun. And apparently someone is disguised as an Enderman, which doesn't have any changes with the mod. I think there are other mods that change, animated mobs, though. But anyways, as you can see here, yeah, we got people crowding around here and stuff. And yeah, it is still pretty weird, though. I have the Optifine mod installed, so any Optifine capes are going to show up. But it is pretty weird that capes are backwards, but it kind of gives a different spin to capes almost. It's just weird. So anyways, I got like a mass of people following me now. I think I'm at the spawn anyways. I'm pretty sure this is the spawn. It feels like the spawn. But yeah, okay. So I think you guys get the idea here now. Oh, wow, that guy had eyebrows. That guy had a skin that was ready for this. I think that the way that the eyes and the mouth and stuff actually work is that you have to have a specific thing on your character. And you have to have like a very specific thing on your character's PNG file in order for that to show up. Because as you can see, there's white right here. He's got white eyes. He's got a mouth that recesses a little bit. You can also see how the hats are affecting characters here. It's really quite cool. Yeah, oh my god, there's so many people. I hope the server isn't crashing or anything. Usually the server wouldn't crash to me doing this. Okay, there we go. I kind of rubber banded back there a little bit. But yeah, okay. So let's see if I can find more people. So you can see his hat here. It really looks like a man beard now. That is true man bearding fashion. Look at this one right here with a TI. Oh my god, he won't stand still. But look at him here. He's just got like he's got the ultimate in hats going on here. It's just like bam. You don't want to mess with a guy who's got a hat like that. So anyways, guys, yeah. So that has pretty much been the animated players mod in a nutshell. If there's anything that I have missed, as always, I will be adding a little bit of information to the description below to talk about what I have missed. And if there have been any changes with the mod that are major, I will be sure to add those in at a later date. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what sky skin would look like here. Look, that looks awesome. You can't tell me that doesn't look awesome. There's so many sky skins here. But yeah, so now the hair actually flows over the character, and it is pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, guys, hope you all have enjoyed this mod review. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. And these people bid you all farewell too. And thanks so much for watching.